Good morning.
Good morning.
Sir.
Morning.
Very good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
I'll request MBL to start the proceedings.
Yes, we can start quickly.
Respected Joint Secretary, Defense Industries Production, Shri Anurag Bajpai. Respected Director, Shipbuilding, MDL, Shri Biju George. Representatives of GRSEs, GRSE, GSL, and HSL. Representatives from Ministry of Defense and the representatives from industry. Good morning to you all and a warm welcome to today's program. Today's webinar is on indigenization of major LRUs for marine industry as part of Atmanirbhar Bharat initiatives by Ministry of Defense. The webinar is jointly conducted by Mazagon Dock Shipbuilders Limited Mumbai, Garden Reach Shipbuilders Kolkata, Goa Shipyard Limited Goa, and Hindustan Shipyard Limited Visakhapatnam. Webinar will cover the aspects of major line replacement units or systems which are now being indigenized by these shipyards to form part of positive indigenization list. Industry may please note that once the development of these products are completed, there would be an import embargo and the product can be sourced only through domestic vendors. More imported products are being identified to be indigenized, and hence industry partners are requested to actively come forward to take part in this process and support Atmanirbhar Bharat initiatives of Government of India. Thank you. Sir, now I request JSDAP sir to deliver the keynote address.
Very good morning once again to all of you. It is really heartening to see that. Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir, you are audible, sir.
It is really heartening to see more than 110 participants in this webinar. So I'll just proceed. CMD, MDL officials from various organizations, industry partners, and organizers. We all know that Government of India is committed to industrial growth in the country. There are obvious reasons that, economic development of the country is important for us, particularly in the current scenario. And employment is also an important aspect which the government is looking for. Defense sector, a major sector, we all know. Country has, keeping these in mind, country has focused itself towards achieving self-reliance or Atmanirbharta. And in the past 2 to 3 years, this has intensified. We all now are working towards the direction, particular direction, to improve our value of production. Exports, because once we export, certainly it is going to add to our value of production. We are going to generate more employment, earn more foreign savings. But in current scenario, particularly in the emerging global order, we are all witnessing at present, there is particular need of now, becoming Atmanirbhar. And that is why we are proceeding towards indigenization. Because indigenization will be the only solution, will be the only tool which will, strengthen our efforts towards achieving Atmanirbharta. We are aware that Department of Military Affairs has notified three positive indigenization. Uh, the DMA has notified 3 indigenization lists for about 310 major items, major platforms and weapon systems, for which the industry has to take initiative. Department of Military Affairs is already making its efforts to get involved with the industries through their various routes, that is Make 1, Make 2, or IDEX, or now means SPV. Department of Defense Production has also notified 2 lists. We are aware that first list was of about 2,851 items, out of which certain items have already been indigenized, and 351 items are now in the process of indigenization. I believe that some of them are already indigenized with the effort of the industry and the DPSUs. Recently, we are aware that a list of 107 items, LRUs or subsystems, has also been notified, for which the process is on through the EOI, or now in some cases what I have come to know that in some cases even sanction orders, PSOs have also been issued by the DPSUs. It's a good progress, and I'm really of firm conviction that with these efforts, we will soon reach to our goal of achieving Atmanirbharta. But these efforts should continue. We all know that Government of India has also notified 18 major platforms for indigenization through various routes, for which the actions are being initiated or have been initiated by the respective organizations, be it services or DPSUs or DRDO. So efforts are on. Every organization is doing its bit, and the only important point which we need to look at, that we have to stick to the timelines. We have to handhold the industry, handholding of industry, timelines, and developing the vendor base within the country. That will be an important aspect which we have to look at. I will not take much time. I wanted to mention these few items or few points before we proceed towards the next session. But I would like to invite the industry to participate in this webinar and ask every question from the DPSU. Whatever they have in their mind, whatever query they have in their mind, they should ask from the MDL, so that there is clarity of thoughts, there is clarity of the mission, that what we are going to achieve. Since MDL has identified many items for indigenization, and they are very important items, and certainly there will be no import now onwards for those items. So that is why MDL has to handhold the industry, and industry has to come forward. Whatever route they prescribe as per their resources, Make 1, Make 2, or whatever the route IDEX, industry has to look at it, and industry has to understand their capability. But the ultimate goal is to achieve indigenization, achieve Atmanirbharta, and add to country's economic growth. With these words, I will close my remarks. Thank you very much. All the best to this webinar. Thank you once again.
Thank you, sir. Now, I will request Director Shipbuilding, Mazagon Dock, Sri Biju George, sir, to deliver the special address. I will request one more thing. All participants, please mute their terminals, please.
Vajpayee, Joint Secretary DIP. My colleagues from the MDL, as well as sister DPSUs, GRSE, GSL, and HSL, captains of the industry who are participating in this seminar. Very good morning to all of you. I will only supplement on the roadmap and the vision of the Government of India, which the Joint Secretary has ably brought out. The purpose of this webinar is to join hands with the industry partners, take this vision of technological self-reliance in maritime defense in the forward direction. A lot of effort has already gone in, and now it has come to where the rubber meets the road. That's the practical aspects of it. So I'll be very brief, but at the same time, I would like to share two things at the conceptual level. Primarily, be looking for a tripartite kind of engagement where we would need to have a design partner, and a lead integrator on board on the ships. Secondly, models of how we are going to go about this. First is we will have to develop an indigenous prototype, which is 1 in number. That prototype will have to be tested, which will have to undergo trials, and it will be certified. Once the prototype is ready, that will get into the negative list for import. Thereafter, the commercial production can happen for both catering to the indigenous defense needs as well as for exports. That will be the general roadmap. As far as the issue of funding is concerned, DPSUs have been mandated to take the lead. So either through a Make 1 or Make 2 procedure, we will be able to take this forward. As far as MDL is concerned, for 5 LRUs, we have already floated an EO. The RFPs we are intending to, and we have got a very good response from the industry. And we will be issuing the RFP. We intend to issue all the RFPs by this month end. So that is the general roadmap. So I want to thank all the participants here for the keen interest they are showing. And we have to work together as a team to achieve this common goal of self-reliance. So important products which have been getting imported hitherto has been identified for import substitution. So there is technology, high technology involved. So there is a requirement for some key partners to come forward with a kind of willingness to engage and transfer the know-how. So that is one of the key results, and it's heartening to note that there are several agencies abroad also who have shown interest in such an engagement. So we will be embarking on 5 projects. The sister DPSUs, as I mentioned, they have also identified. So there are a large number of products that has already been identified, and we all can work together to achieve this goal. So the key takeaway at the end of this seminar is for the participants from the industry gain a first-hand knowledge of what are the products which are there, which has been identified, and what are the avenues for partnership, because DPSUs alone will not be able to achieve this feat. We need production agencies that are indigenous, where we have finally we can graduate to the full local content, where the self-reliance in its full-blown measure can be realized. So that is our ultimate aim and goal. As Joint Secretary has brought out, there will be an open forum at the end of the session where the esteemed participants can interact with the DPSUs and clear the doubts regarding the roadmap. One of the questions that comes when I have interacted with the industry is, what is the assured business? So let me tell you, once a partnership has been forged and in that partnership, the prototype has been developed, all the future orders will be assured to business for that particular product for this partnership. Therefore, this prototype development is the key first step. And I would say that the industry partnership, even in terms of some initial capital infusion, So that can be mutually decided depending on the value add that each industry partner can bring onto the table. And based on that, the cost share and in future, the profit share, etc., can be worked out, resulting in a win-win situation. So I wish all the best to this seminar, and ultimately, at the end of the day, we need to have these key takeaways, which will together result in a win-win scenario, and ultimately the technological self-reliance, which is a long-cherished dream for our country. With these words, I close my address, and all the very best for a mutually rewarding and enriching seminar. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now we'll move on to the presentations. The first presentation will be from Mazagon Dock Shipbuilders Limited. We'll start the presentation.
Welcome to webinar on indigenization of major line replacement units and systems by Mazagon Dock Shipbuilders Limited. The scheme of our presentation is divided into three parts. The first part is introduction of the company. The second part is indigenization of major LRU projects under under MOD initiatives, and the third one is indigenization initiative. Now I give a brief introduction about Mazagon Dock Shipbuilders Limited. Mazagon Dock Shipbuilders Limited is one of the India's leading DPSU shipyard under Ministry of Defence located in Mumbai. MDL is committed to the nation to attain Atmanirbhar Bharat in all possible ways. MDL is participating in all initiatives by Government of India towards indigenization of the items which are currently imported. A separate indigenization department has been formed since 2015 and has undertaken indigenization of many products related to marine industry. Indigenization projects are basically aimed to develop important substitute for fitment on Indian Navy and Indian Coast Guard platforms. Now I present indigenization of major LRUs and system by MDL. MDL has floated expression of interest for inviting response to indigenization of the following major LRUs and system. The first one is controllable pitch propeller and shafting. The second one is high pressure water mist system and aqueous fill foaming system for machinery spaces. Third one is hollow firefighting system for ships. Fourth one is electrical propulsion motor for submarines. Fifth one is lithium ion batteries for submarines. The first LRU, which is indigenization of CPP and shafting. This is the pictorial view of a CPP and shafting system. It consists of propeller, shafts, couplings, bearings, shaft seals, thrust bearings, hydraulic power packs, and control system. This is a pictorial view of a marine propeller. It is made up of bronze and shafts are made up of forged steel. This is the list of major components of CPP and shafting which I just described. Presently, the CPP and shafting are sourced from Europe and Russia. Now I present our second LRU, which is high pressure water mist system and aqueous fill foam blanketing system for machinery spaces. The purpose and function. The purpose and function of the system is high pressure water mist firefighting system provides effective and quick means for fighting major fires in any compartment of the ship. It is mainly used for machinery spaces firefighting. It is designed for extinguishing fire of any type, size, location, confinement, and at any stage except it is for fires of metal, powder, and ammunition by total flooding of space with mist. In this, mist is created through a special design nozzle using high pressure pumps, which form mist and it covers the entire space of the compartment and it dissipates oxygen, which stops the fire. The water mist firefighting system can be used for fighting major fire under following conditions. The fire is inaccessible, the source of fire cannot be sighted, the intensity of fire is high. This system is presently imported from other countries and it is having a long lead time. This is a pictorial view of a water mist system. The third LRU is Halo firefighting system for ships for hangars. The Halo firefighting system for helicopter hangars and Halo deck consist of seawater foam extinguishing system and chemical smoothing system. The system is used for extinguishing all types of fire in flight deck and hangars. Since helicopter is filled with FCAT fuel, which is highly inflammable, the design of firefighting system is challenging. Seawater foam extinguishing system. This system consists of foam extinguishing system with medium ratio foam produced of foaming agent solution in seawater. It is intended for extinguishing of all types of fire in hangar except allied equipment fire extinguishing. The second part of it is chemical smoothing system. It is made up of Cladon 227EA. It is used for fire extinguishing liquid. When Cladon comes into burning compartment via probes, it evaporates quickly and it vapors fills protected compartment and the fire stops. Presently, this system is imported as a part of magazine firefighting system from Russia. This is the pictorial view of the Halo firefighting system.
Fourth LRU is electric propulsion motor for submarine. The function of the electric propulsion motor is to rotate the submarine shaft length and both the direction at different regions at sea, such as surface, snorting, submerge. Technical features of the present electric propulsion motor of P-75 Scorpion submarine as follows. Permanent magnet synchronous motor associated with insulated gate bipole transistor, IGBT, power electronic components controlled by PWM, pulse wave modulation. Maximum outpower is 4.3 megawatt, maximum revolution speed 160 RPM. The stator of the motor is freshwater cooled directly into the slots. EPM is silent and acoustic requirements are satisfied by controlling some fundamental parameters as below. A high chopping frequency pulse modulation system pilots an edge bridge which controls the phase current in order to reach acoustic performance. The high number of phases reduces the torque pulsation and acoustic level. In project P-75, EPM is supplied by Jumont Electric Fans. In SSA class submarine, EPM is supplied by Siemens, Germany. Present import quantities 1 EPM per submarine. Import value is 91 crore for P-75 reference. Lead time is 36 months. Fifth LRE is lithium-ion battery for submarine. Presently, our submarines are equipped with lead acid batteries. Limitation of lead acid batteries in terms of depth of discharge restricted up to 50% and requires regular maintenance and evolution of toxic gases, which result in constrained submarine operation. Lithium-ion batteries have advantage over lead acid batteries, which are safe to operate high energy density. Advantage of lithium battery over lead acid battery in submarine are higher endurance ratio, lower excretion ratio, no hydrogen emission, higher charging rates, significant weight reduction, high energy density, lower battery maintenance, the ability to obtain these benefits without the bulk and complexity of air-independent propulsion system. In P-75 earlier, lead acid batteries were supplied by Hagen Batteries, Germany for first 3 submarines. Later on, batteries are indigenous from Exide, India for balance 3 submarine.
Now I will present the indigenization initiative by MDL Indigenization Department. We have indigenized certain items. The first one is polychloroprene rubber band. It makes flow of seawater turbulent free, makes the submarine more silent, adding stealth to the submarine. This reduces the possibility of being detected by the enemy country. Earlier, it was sourced from Hennicart, France, now being indigenized by Messrs. Rotopam, Noida. Its indigenization is complete. And others vendors are Messrs. Rane Lactomas, Palghar, and Messrs. Vajre Rubber, Thrissur. The second one is GRP panel for submarine. It helps in greatly reducing frictional resistance offered by the hull, maintains the continuity of the spherical shape of the submarine, and enhances the buoyancy. Earlier, it was sourced from Naval Group of France. Now it has been indigenized by Keynote, Goa. The third one is shock mounts for submarines. The mounts act as a silent blocks, thus making the submarine stealthier. Earlier, it was sourced from Ulstra, France. Now it has been indigenized by Jayshree Polymers, Pune, TVS Avar, Madurai, Manish Industries, Kolkata, Sujan Industries, Vasai. The fourth one is soda lime for submarine. The soda lime filled scrubber system is used to remove CO2 generated during respirations. Earlier, it was imported from Alphastone Molecular UK. Now it has been indigenized by Akron Healthcare, Sonpat, Haryana. These are the future opportunities of LRU systems. Import embargo from end of year 2024. Future naval platforms to have mandatory indigenized equipment system. Equipment system can also produce lines for exports. These are the contact email details. If anyone wants some more information related to LRUs developed by MDL, they may contact on these emails and we will be happy to assist further. Thank you.
We will move on with the next presentation from GRSE. General Manager, Indigenization will deliver the presentation.
पहला स्लाइड आगे जाइए ऊपर जाइए I hope the slide is visible, sir. Sir, the slide is visible. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, slide is visible. You can please carry on.
Good morning, everyone. I did like first of all to thank MDL for hosting this webinar on indigenization of major LRUs. I welcome Joint Secretary DIP, DS, GRSE and Director Shipbuilding MDL and all speakers from DPSU shipyards and distinguished industry partners connected virtually with us. Let me introduce myself. I am Gulshan Ratan, General Manager looking after vendor development, industrial engineering, production and indigenization. We just listened to JSDIP and Director Shipbuilding MDL for their encouraging words and bringing out strategy or way ahead for indigenization. And today's topic is of particular interest as in light of global conflict and ongoing threats from our hostile neighbors. It is now imperative for India that it shifts its gear and move towards self-reliance in defense sector. As a producer of warships and belly bridge units and deck machinery item, GRSE plays a vital role in India's defense sector. Thankfully, due to implementation of various indigenization policies by Government of India and commissioning of Srijan Defense Portal by Ministry of Defense, we now have a robust ecosystem which has enabled as a force multiplier for Indian defense sectors. Next slide. Today, I did like to start with GRSE at a glance and cover our indigenization journey and give you an overview about indigenization of major LRUs or subsystem for Atmanirbhar Bharat. As you can see, GRSE history started way back in 1884 and taken over by Government of India in 1960. India's first indigenous warship was built by GRSE, INS J, and was delivered in 1961 to our Indian Navy. The GRSE is the first shipbuilder in India to export warship CGS Barracuda to Government of Mauritius in the august presence of our Honorable PM, Prime Minister, and PM of Government of Mauritius in 2014. As you can see that we are a profit-making company and paying our dividends for last 28 years to Government of India. We have around 2,000 employees and multiple vendors in and outside our works. We were awarded the best performing defense shipyard for 4 consecutive years. Next slide. This slide depicts GRSE's capability in warship building for our maritime forces. From designing and manufacturing of missile destroyers, offshore patrol vessels, anti-submarine shallow water crafts, survey vessel to commercial vessels, GRSE can do it all. Next slide. These are glimpses of the ships successfully delivered to our customer, from frigates to ASW corvettes, offshore patrol vessels, landing ship tank to landing craft utilities and overcrafts. These were some of the successful projects executed with in-house design capability till date. In this slide, we'd like to highlight that the operational categories of material in naval ships, which are basically covered under 3 heads, also indicating percentage of indigenization attained as on date. To meet this shortfall, MOD has mandated defense shipyards to take on responsibility of indigenizing critical components and become Atmanirbhar and reduce the dependency on foreign OEMs. Next slide. Let's see the glimpse of some of the key indigenization by GRSE. Next slide. As seen here with efforts of our deck machinery division, we have successfully manufactured halo connecting gear for the advanced light helicopters, which is actually an interface between railless halo traversing system and halo. The intended operation was for the inward and outward movement of halo from the hangar. In this slide, various types of magazine firefighting systems are being installed in different naval platforms based on NMER or operational requirement as mandated by IN requirements. Different types of magazine firefighting systems are Podzard bulb spray system, QBSs, remotely operated spray system, ROSs, rapid reaction spray system, RRSs. Then we have the bulkhead and the ladder cooling system, inhibitor systems. GRSE has already indigenized QBSs, ROSs, bulkhead cooling system in survey vessel and ASW SWC project. Next slide. As seen in this slide is the double lane carriageway modular steel bridge with recent upgraded modular walkway assembly developed by our belly bridge unit. Next slide. As seen in this slide is the 2-way modular truss bridge, which is portable, quick launching bridge and can support 2-way traffic of heavy vehicles, which is again developed by our belly bridge unit. Next slide. As seen in this slide is a telescopic hangar designed for our survey vessel large, built by our deck machinery division. The indigenization of this product helped us save INR 40 crores. This slide depicts GRSE DP Ranchi developed 1 megawatt DA alternator for our project 17 Alpha. As seen in this slide, the in-house design of quick acting mechanism, which was developed for the bilge plates with the help of local vendor. This is a substitute to the diesel fastener. As seen in this slide, the flanges of lightning holes in structures were made from hydraulic press. An indigenous solution to form this was the innovative design of fixture, which helped ease the process and dependency on the machine. As you can see that the effort towards process improvement and indigenization have helped GRSE register 89 IPRs under various categories, and out of which 55 IPRs have been granted as on date. The Shrijan portal, defense portal is displayed in this slide. As per directives of MOD, we have uploaded 64 items. And as you can see, these 22 items have been indigenized by Indian vendors already. And 7 items are under the supply order stage. The Indian Navy and Indian Coast Guard is poised to grow significantly in the coming years with the induction of large numbers of ships and submarines. Many of these frontline surface platform would need to be equipped with 30 mm gun, NSG, 127 mm MR gun and low frequency variable depth sonar, which are constituted as major LRUs under weapon and sensors. Further, items such as overcrafts, anti-tank roll stabilizing system, and belly bridge items are also depicted in 107 PIL published recently. 3 items which are part of the first positive indigenization list are at various stages of manufacturing by Indian vendor. As we discussed in the last slide, that GRSE has been mandated to indigenize 3 numbers weapons and sensors, which form LRUs for frontline surface warships. We had set an ambitious target for completion by December 2026. Considering the limitation of sharing technical specs, we would like to first complete the NDA signing. Then we'll be able to share expression of interest so that this could be given to the concerned OEMs. Kindly note this, and interested firm may reach us, please. Next slide. This slide depicts 4 number LRUs which are to be indigenized as mandated by MOD. For hovercraft, GRSE is looking forward for indigenous capability of design and development of this amphibious vessel, also known as air cushion vehicle. Interested firm can show their interest in Shrijan portal or may contact us. For active tank roll stabilizing system, I'm sure that all of you are aware, as these are tanks fitted onto ships in order to improve the tank response to roll motion. For 5.3 meter carriageway, single lane modular steel bridge and 1.8 meter wide pedestrian bridge are already under progress with our belly bridge unit, and these are under prototype stage, and the other one is under design stage respectively. Just in this slide, I'd like to discuss the approach path for the firms, which has been already brought out by Director Shipbuilding MDL, is that we should, the vendors are to identify their own strength, whether it is expertise or infrastructure or investment capacity for indigenization vis-a-vis the requirements. Set quantum of indigenization percentage, say 40% or 50%, with an overall objective of cost saving through import substitution. Explore partnerships, TOT, self-development, or have tie-ups with academia. GRS is willing to handhold capable vendors willing to develop or indigenize items. Vendor need to factor trial cost and time for demonstrating proof of performance by trial and certification for the first prototype, which we have to develop. GRC shall facilitate IPRs or patent filing for development projects. GRC will also handhold helping vendor nominate with the IN and CG for Cat A, Cat B items, and will register at shipyard for Cat C items also. Vendors who develop equipment generally face a lot of constraints, as the visibility of the future order is unavailable. Hence, try to standardize products which could be used on board multiple commercial vessels and platforms. With GRSE has taken up indigenization with utmost priority with dedicated indigenization roadmap. We are keen to explore new opportunities partnering with domestic industry and academia so that the vision of a true Atmanirbhar Bharat is attained. With this, I would like to conclude my presentation and thank you all for the patient listening. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Mr. Gulshan, for my
Thank you, sir.
presentation. We will move on to the next presentation from Goa Shipyard Limited. I would request AGM Technical Service Goa Shipyard to deliver the presentation.
Screen is seen. Can somebody confirm?
Yeah, it's visible.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. First of all, welcome MOD officials, especially GS, DIP sir, the Director Shipbuilding, Mazagon Dock sir, officials from GRSE, HSL, and all industry partners who are present here for this webinar. First of all, I should thank Mazagon Dock Limited and MOD Initiative to organize this webinar, basically targeted to create awareness among the industry partners who can partner with us for taking forward this initiative of Make in India and Atmanirbhar Bharat of Government of India, considering the present scenario. So basically, we'll be presenting what efforts we have been taking to indigenize in this defense industry and with our various product profile and indigenization which we already taken up. I also, more than what we are showing in this presentation, since all the industry partners are attending this webinar, they are always welcome to come with any new initiative, and from their experience, they can partner with us. We can take this initiative together forward. With this, I will start my presentation.
Myself, Raisan from Technical Services Department, and I'm Senior Manager, and I will just run through the presentation for the webinar today. So this is a brief introduction about Goa Shipyard Limited. We are strategically located on the banks of River Zwari. We have a world-class facility, state-of-art technology. We have state-of-art infrastructure for constructing vessels 35 meters length and 23 meters wide. We can undertake concurrent construction of ships, 14 number ships at various stages. This is a pictorial view of the shipyard which has been recently modernized. We have a strong R&D with in-house design capability. All our ships are built and designed in-house. We have well-established. We are the largest exporter of defense vessels for South Asia. Excellent track record for timely deliveries and quality products. We have over 30 years experience for design and building variety of ships, right from FPV class, OPV class, and other types of ships. We have highly dedicated and skilled experienced workforce with modernized infrastructure facilities. I will just glance the product profile of Goa Shipyard, which has been delivered to various clients, Indian Navy, Coast Guard, and even overseas. This is the mid-size variant of our vessel, that is fast petrol vessel. This is 50 meters long with water jet propulsion. This ship has been entirely designed in-house by Goa Shipyard. This is used for patrolling, policing, anti-terrorism activities, search and rescue operations. We have delivered 7 numbers of this type to Indian Coast Guard. We have various variants of offshore petrol vessel platform which we have developed. This is a 102-meter platform which is given to Indian Coast Guard. 4 numbers of this ship has been delivered to Indian Coast Guard. It has maximum speed of 22 knots. This is a 105-meter variant of the OPV platform. 2 numbers of this has been delivered to Indian Coast Guard, maximum speed 24 knots. This is a smaller variant, 90-meter length of the offshore petrol vessel platform. This is having 26 knots of speed, and 3 numbers of these ships are in service with Indian Coast Guard. This is the naval OPV platform, which is having a speed of 25 knots. 4 numbers of these ships have been delivered to Indian Coast Guard. This is again 11 numbers we have delivered to Indian Coast Guard, having 23 knots. These are fast attack craft which we have delivered, exported to Mauritius government. This is having 35 knots. This is again an export order. 2 numbers of this has been delivered to Sri Lankan Navy. These are again the ships of missile craft which we have delivered in the past. Fast attack craft, landing craft. These are the GRP boats which we have capability to build in-house with our new modernized facility. Various of these types of boats you can see on the slide. Besides this, we have also diversified our products with the training facility, damage control, survival training facility. So these are our diversified products. Speaking to the current orders in construction, we have projected in a slide. We have this project 1135.6 for Indian Navy, 2 numbers. We have pollution control vessels being built for Indian Coast Guard. Then we have fast petrol vessels and new generation OPVs. We have supported Government of India's initiative in Making India, and we have done indigenization of major LRUs for the OPV platform. So these are the 4 major equipments which we have, 4 major equipments and LRUs which we have indigenized, which were earlier imported for the earlier class of ship. These are steering gear, gearbox, spin stabilizer, heligrid. So the gearbox is being indigenized with the help of Vachannagar Industries. Steering gear is indigenized with the help of Gita Engineering Works. We have fin stabilizer, which we have collaborated with Nine Dynamics and manufactured in India. Then we have watertight and weathertight doors, which is indigenized by ACGL and Zuari Engineering. All these indigenization efforts had led to the increase in indigenization content of OPV from 64% to 72%. This is the gearbox which we have indigenized. It was earlier imported from Germany. We have done the preliminary assessment of the design from the various vendors, and upon approval from the classification agencies, the order was placed on Vachannagar Industries, and the order has been executed successfully. This is again steering gear system. It was earlier imported from Jostram, Canada. This has been indigenized by Gita Engineering Works for the OPV class. This is spin stabilizer. This was imported from Nine Dynamics. We have tied up with Nine Dynamics UK for indigenizing the system. This is the watertight and weathertight doors which has been indigenized for OPV platform. The heligrid which was manufactured indigenously at Goa with the TOT from this is FHS Germany. We are included a lot of indigenous policies in our procurement manual for supporting the Indian industry for indigenous development. We have included the procurement policy of Make in India in October 2015. We have given preference for Make in India under Policy Procurement Order of 2017, which has been revised on time-to-time basis. Make to procedure has been incorporated in our procurement manual. Restriction imposed on floating GTEs below 200 crores has been implemented. GSL is laying maximum emphasis for enhancing indigenous procurement through GEM portal. These are the major equipments which are commonly used on the ships, which are presently imported and can be taken up for indigenization. We have categorized into 3 different categories from hull, engineering, and electrical. We have this A60 class windows, electrohydraulic crane, probe receiver system for hull. From engineering sites, we have this propellant shafting for OPV FPV platform. We have gearbox for FPV platform, external firefighting system, thruster, quick closing valves, air vessels. And from the electrical side, we have LRAD, binoculars, handheld thermal imager, position indicating system, search and rescue transponder, GPS compass, etc. So all these items have been listed on the region portal, and we have got few responses on them from the firms which have shown interest in developing. Further, as per MOD's mandate and to reduce dependencies on overseas OEM, GSL is taking up development of major LRUs for the ship transmission system. This is as given in the slide, the gearbox for FPV platform and propeller and shafting system for the OPV platform. So we have floated a EOI for identifying Indian firms who can come forward and develop these 2 major LRUs which has been entrusted to GSL. Besides these are brief specifications of items which are commonly used across platforms, which we have to import since there are no Indian vendors available for this. So the participants can just go through the slides. I'm just going to scroll down. It's the air vessel. These details are also available on our website as well as on the region portal. So the A60 class windows in the machinery compartments, which can be taken up for readiness study. Watertight sliding doors, again hydraulically operated doors used in the machinery spaces. These items, what I am displaying now, is used across platforms. So firms can come forward and indigenize them, and they can be used across platform. It is not a project specific item. Then electro hydraulic articulated crane. This is normally placed on the quarter deck for transferring portable equipments and other items from the jetty onto the ship. Specifications are as given in the slide. These are handing over items, optical binoculars which we import across the platforms, night vision binoculars, handheld thermal imager, infrared communication system, GPS compass, long range acoustic device. These all equipments are used across the platform and is not a project specific item. Search and rescue transport. Emergency position indicating radio become all part of GMDSS. That's all from GSL side. Thank you very much for the
Sir, good morning, sir. I am audible, sir? Nobody is responding. Good morning to all of you. I am audible?
You're audible. Please continue.
Sir. I am AGM Corporate Planning. Good morning, JS GIP and Director Shipbuilding MDL and other officers from the sister shipyards. First of all, I'll just brief this one. We have indigenized some of the LRUs in the past, and we are also on the path to indigenize some of the LRUs in future with the support of our industry partners. And we have uploaded some of the LRUs in Srijan portal and looking forward to support from the industry partners in this regard. So I welcome all industry partners also in this seminar. I request Mr. Rajesh Pandey, DGM Indigenization Officer, who can give the presentation now.
Good morning to all of you, sir. Hindustan Shipyard is strategically located on east coast of the Indian Peninsula at Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh. HSL was founded in the year 1941 in the name Scindia Navigation Company Limited by the great industrialist and visionary Seth Walchand Hirachand, which is today known as Hindustan Shipyard Limited. We were brought under control of Ministry of Defence on 22nd February 2010.
Next.
This is the presentation flow flashed on the screen. Next. Shipyard has 3 independent businesses: shipbuilding, ship repairs, and submarine divisions, with exclusive facilities and infrastructure. The product profile includes cargo liners, bulk carriers, passenger vessels, patrol vessels, survey vessel, mooring vessels for Indian Navy, HSD oiler, landing ship tanks, training ship, pollution control vessel, research ships, floating cranes. It is heartening to mention that recently we have delivered a world-class platform, and with that delivery, India has become among the 5 nations to operate such an advanced operating platform. Next. This is about business units and projects. The shipbuilding division can construct various types of defense and commercial ships and platforms. Presently, we are engaged in construction of 2 diving support vessels and 1 floating dock for Indian Navy. We would be constructing 5 fleet support ships from the year end 2022. The other bids are in the pipeline, which we are quite positive on enhancing our order books further. Next. This is about our Make in India initiatives. The nation is celebrating 75th year of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, and as the impetus being given to Make in India, there have been several policies promulgated by DDP. These are the following policies implemented at Yard. Public procurement order, which is preference to Make in India. Make 1 is for industry. Make 2, which we have implemented in our procurement manual. Innovation for defense excellence, that is for R&D and startups. We have a good vendor base of around 800 and above vendors, out of which 459 are MSME vendors and 249 of them are registered on GEM portal. The year gone by, we have carried out procurement worth 193 crore through GEM portal. Next. The Make in India Defence portal of HSL and MOD can be referred for the details of imported and indigenous items with primary details. There have been 2 PIL issued by DDP since December 2021. First one includes 2 types of list which contains 2,500 items which were already indigenized. This list contains 18 items of HSL worth approximately 117 crore. The second part, which contains 4 items out of 351 list of PIL. The second PIL includes 6 items of yard. The details of these items have been elaborated in subsequent slides. Yard has taken up indigenization of major line replacement units, which have been elaborated further. These are high pressure valves, one of the important LRUs on all type of warships and submarines, without which the starting of main engine generators, operating of guns and various other services on board would not be possible. Generally, the high pressure valves were being procured through foreign firms. They are UK, Germany, which were costly, and the repair refurbishment of same was difficult task. Yard has identified few firms, and we have already indigenized high pressure valves up to 200 kg pressure, which were fitted on the recent delivered ship and working satisfactorily. Now these items have been developed, and high pressure valves up to 300 bar valves for which tenders have been floated, bids have been received, and we are sure that we can meet the indigenization timeline of December 22 for these items. Next. This is about indigenization of sensors. There are 3 sensors taken up for indigenization. These are hydrostatic level transmitters, float level switches, fire, smoke and heat detectors. These sensors are primarily being sourced from abroad. Without these sensors, the function of integrated platform management system is crippled. Level transmitters help in determining fluid contents in a tank by measuring the pressure of resting body of the fluid within it. The greater the force of liquid, the greater the volume of fluid. A float switch is a type of contact liquid level sensor that uses a float to operate a switch. Float switches are commonly used to control either devices such as alarms and pumps when a liquid level rises or falls to a specific point. Fire detectors. Fire detectors are placed at various locations on the ship to detect the possibility of a fire and avoid an emergency situation on board the vessel. The EOI has been issued to develop the sensors through our indigenous firms under Make 2 policy. The bids of EOI will be opening by end June. The EOI documents have been uploaded on the Srijan portal. This is about indigenization of polymer bearing. These bearings are basically used on all marine propelling platforms. Stern gear polymer bearings are designed to support and facilitate rotation of propeller shaft, rudder and stabilizers of the ships in marine environment. These are basically water lubricated but are also designed to run dry, which ensures superior performance of shafting in marine applications. They perform well in water and heat up to 80 degrees centigrade and maintain stability through heavy shocks with little wear and no need for oil grease. This will result in significant cost savings and reduced downtime from the replacement of maintenance of bearings. The indigenization of this component being taken up by Yard under Make 1 policy. The technical specification and trial and test procedure is under formulation. The EOI for this component would be floated by July of this year. This is about indigenization of RAS hoses with probe. The primary role of fuel replacement and transfer hoses with probes is to replenish ships at sea during the long maritime missions by way of provisioning additional fuel, oil, water, and other survival commodities. To this end, the vessel needs to have a wherewithal to store these and also safely transfer them to the receiving ships on the high seas. The probe and receiver are designed for an attachment of 6 to 7 inches hose, and when connected provides a leak-proof streamlined design to handle flows up to 600 tons per hour of fuel. The indigenization of this component being taken up by yard under Make One policy. The EOI for this component would be floated by September of this year. This is about indigenization of cargo transfer pumps. These are high capacity cargo transfer pumps and fitted on fleet support ships landing platform docks. The positive displacement twin and triple screw pumps are versatile, reliable, and efficient alternative to centrifugal pumps in critical long-haul shipping fluid transfer operations. These pumps are required to handle the flow up to 600 cmh in the current application. The triple screw pumps are made to handle clean fuel, lubricating oils without solid content across a wide range of viscosities, temperature, and pressure. The indigenization of this component is also being taken up under Make One policy. The EOI for this component would be floated by July of this year. This is about development of RF product for mitigation of EMI/EMC on bridge windows. These products are needed on all type of naval platforms, warships, on the ships fitted with high power emitters on the decks. The radiated emissions could seep through the bridge windows into the bridge, wherein the sensitive and sophisticated electronic navigation, communication equipment, control systems are installed and would cause malfunctioning of this equipment. Therefore, there is a need to provide EMI/EMC shielding for the bridge window glasses without losing the visibility requirements. Bridge window glasses with required level of EMI/EMC shielding could be developed with a protective filming without losing the transparency or visibility through bridge window glass. If a film coating can be provided which ensures electrical conductivity, both EMI/EMC and radar cross-section problems in ship design operation of warships can be solved. The development of the suitable coating or film can be completed in approximate period of 2 years. All the major Indian naval ships will be able to use this technology for EM/RCS reduction. Considering the large number of ships being built with more and more powerful radars, sensors, the need for this technology will be very high in future. The development of this product has been taken up under IDEX. The vendor, the startup for this product development have been already identified, and we are going to sign the contract in this month. The primary information for development of this product have been provided on Srijan portal. This is all from Hindustan Shipyard Limited. Thanks to all for giving me opportunity to present the shipyard initiatives on Atmanirbhar Bharat. Thank you.
Thank you, General Manager, Design, HSF, Mr. Pandey. Now the session is open for the question answers from the industry. I request all DPSUs to answer their queries and concerns. Answers from the industry.
Hi, this is Vittal Kulkarni. Can I ask the question?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, actually, in the beginning, there was some disturbance in the volume, so could not be able to hear. I would like to know about the funding system which was explained in the beginning of the forum. So could you just elaborate what kind of funding for this development project that will help us to take it forward?
As stated by Director Shipbuilding, the funding is as per the DAP 2020 procedure. But funds may not be from government directly. Shipyards will be funding in most of the cases. It will be either make one or make two. Depend upon the products proposed by the DPSUs.
Okay, okay. So it is there mentioned in the document.
Yeah, all the EOA documents, it will be mentioned very clearly what was the route of indigenization.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir.
Sir, am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible, please. Continue,
Yeah.
please.
Sir, we are Region Defense and Engineering Systems Limited. We are currently supplying to, MODs, the Ordnance Factory Boards and Army Depots. We are into battle tank electromechanical assemblies, and we are also indigenizing a lot of electromechanical assemblies, which are currently being imported. So as far as this maritime is concerned, if we show our interest on Srijan across various items, what is the next process after that, once we have identified a few items on Srijan?
If you show interest on the Srijan portal,
yes, sir,
that particular that interest goes to particular nodal officer. Suppose if you are showing on the MDL related products, then that interest, that communication will go to the respective nodal officer of that, means of MDL. And that particular officer will get in touch with you as per their requirement. Procedure on Srijan portal.
Okay, is there any way to follow this up, sir?
Ma'am, you will come to know the contact details of nodal officers on the Srijan portal also.
Okay, okay. Fine. So that is our starting point for any indigenization effort. And once we establish the connection with the shipyard, then we can go ahead and talk further on the agreement and all.
One route is the Srijan portal. One the other one is direct UI from the DPSU shipyards. You can respond to that, and you can respond to issued by the DPSU shipyards.
So for getting access to these EOIs, what is the procedure, sir?
You have to go to the website of the individual DPSU shipyards.
Okay.
I'm on Srijan portal against the that referenced ROI link or that reference EOI or RFP is also available.
Okay.
So you will come to know against that particular product too.
Right, right. Okay, thank you, sir.
Hi, this is Malakesh from Bharat Forge. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Yeah. All this presentation will be made available to participants.
Yes, we if you are interested in, we can part with the presentation. All DPSU can part with the presentation to whoever asking.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, this is Shraddha. I'm from Rotary Connectors Private Limited, and we are into mill grade connectors. So I just wanted to know, is there any requirement for our products with the dockyards, dock shipbuilders?
You can check on the Srijan portal. Whatever our requirements are there, that portal.
Sir, I also wanted to directly register with the individual shipbuilders limited. So is there any
ma'am, you can register on our website. There is a vendor development tab. Against that, certain procedure is defined. You can online also register on our website. And if you are once registered with a particular DPSU, you can get registration certificate to other DPSUs. They will also register. That kind of procedure also exists.
All right, sir. All right, sir. Thank you so much.
Good morning, sir. Am I audible to?
Yeah, you're audible.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. This is Ashish from Archery Aerospace and Defense. We are a private winner, sir. So I'm quite interested to.
Other people, please mute their mics.
Okay.
Yeah, you're audible. Please continue.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, am I audible, I guess? So I'm quite interested towards the sensors product that I have just shown in this presentation. So coming to that, some sort of, there are two questions. One is, are we looking forward to the entire sensor device or subsystem components? Like its sensing elements or the circuitry or everything else, or the entire product itself?
Yeah.
GRSE may please repeat the question.
No, this is, I believe, he's talking about HSS product.
Okay.
Yeah, we are opting for development of hydraulic level transmitters along with cable per se.
Yes, sensors. Okay,
So
sir.
far we have
So-
been importing. Along with that, there are float level switches as well as fire detectors.
Okay,
The
sir.
EOI for these items have been already floated on the Citizen portal, and the concerned indigenization officer's name is also displayed there along with email and phone number. You can contact us. Presently, this EOI is there on our website with the date as end June. So you can look to that, and if you have any query, you can come to me.
Absolutely, sir. If you can get the link of this particular portal on the chat box, then that would be a great thing.
Please visit on our shipyard's website under
Okay.
Make in India page. These all EOIs are visible.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Record. Thank you, sir.
Is it audible? Hello. Hello, sir. This is Ketan Patil from Godrej. So, may I audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
Yeah. Since out in this webinar, we want to know that is there like any yearly or quarterly meeting the shipyards will plan with Indian industries to showcase on
Pardon?
opportunity,
Not very clear.
so that we can physically meet the concerned officials. No, is it audible, sir?
Yeah, you're audible, but your question is not very clear.
They can meet the concerned.
If it's concerned with indigenization, you can contact the respective DPSUs. Are you telling about showcasing your capabilities?
With Indian companies.
Presently,
This kind of webinars, as such, we are scheduling and directives, and you can meet us means directly also. That is not the issue. And in case you want all shipyards kind of thing, generally ministry
Physical conferences.
not as of now. Nothing is scheduled as of now. We'll inform the interface anything is being scheduled.
Yeah, and we request you to schedule some kind of interactive sessions for the new, at least who are not aware of much shipyard related supply chain and other systems. So that will be very physical interaction sessions.
Understood. Your request will be considered.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello. Can I audible?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I am Umesh from Marvel Mercantile Company, and we are associated with MDL since last 25 years, and we are registered vendor for MDL. But just now, since last 1 year, we are facing problem regarding the GEM. We secured 2 orders from GEM, but we find very difficult to get the payment. We have supplied in November, but still we have not received any payment. So there is a problem we are facing with the GEM. So can you help me about that, sir?
This is a question has to be addressed to something from commercial department, right? And this is not the forum to address such queries. You can directly come to, or you can call the concern or address email to them and get the answers. It's not related to indigenization.
Okay, but we have developed some ITM extension. We have developed indigenous, and we have supplied to 701 to 703 ships. That is what we did for indigenous.
You can respond to our indigenization program, UIs and all, if you're interested.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
You may contact materials department or the project in charge of whenever you are having a problem.
Sir, this is, I am audible, sir?
Yeah, you're audible. Please continue.
This is Panindra here from Revati Engineering Private Limited, Hyderabad. We are already registered with Hindustan Shipyard. We make wings for underwater missiles. This is our product. And whatever you are saying, the import substitute items, this designs is available with you, or you can give a write a component with us, or how it will be going further.
HSL may answer this question, please.
Pardon, sir?
Design,
HSL may answer.
you can contact us on our email. We will come back to you on that. We have given our contact point. This particular question will be taken up. You contact us, we will revert to you.
Okay. But so far, we have not got any good inquiries or anything. We are already registered with you many of the places and send the correspondence also. We have developed a lot of import substitute items also for BHL and other HAL people.
For marine application?
No, this is the marine application actually. We are an ancillary to even the defense, Bharat Dynamics Limited in Banur, Hyderabad.
No, we are planning to bid for such item, and you just contact us. Our business development department will ask them to be in touch with you and give you the required information.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you.
Can I speak? Hello. Yeah, my name is Vijay Kaul. I am from Ratnamani Metals and Tubes Limited. We are the manufacturers of stainless steel pipes and tubes indigenously up to 10 inches diameter, that is 273 millimeters. We have put up the latest state-of-the-art facility in Gujarat. We are a 38-year-old company. So we wanted to understand, do you use stainless steel pipes, maybe high-end nickel alloys, duplex, super duplex pipes also, sir?
We are using stainless steel pipe for certain systems on board ships.
Right, sir.
For that, we float, as per our requirement, we float the open tenders. So you can register with us, so you will get the inquiry.
No, but what we wanted to appraise you was, there is no manufacturer in the country who can make pipes beyond 2 inches diameter. We have put up the latest facility from Danieli SMS to make pipes up to 10 inches. That would cover Hest alloy, nickel alloys, duplex, super duplex pipes also. We needed a slight support. We are a 3,100 crore company, but we export almost 39% of the production to US, Europe, Middle East, Japan, South Korea. So we wanted a slight support to know how to develop the product for you people also.
Sir, your point is well taken. And if you are the only manufacturer, now if we have any requirement above 2 inches,
yes, sir,
and that requirement is up to 200 crores, then we can't float global tenders as per MOD directives.
Right,
we have to take that thing from indigenous vendors only.
Right.
So if we have got some requirements, definitely we will come to you only.
Okay, so for writing, we should be going to the indigenization department for that also, sir?
I didn't get your question.
No,
Can
we
you
are
repeat?
registered. We are registered with your organization, but we have not been getting any inquiries or anything. It's on the portal, yes. But now, since we have the big range of pipes, so how could we introduce ourselves to you people?
Sir, this is requirement based inquiries.
Right, sir.
Since we don't have right now any inquiry, so you are not getting any requirement from our side.
Right.
But you can always register with us. If you are permanent registered vendor, 100%, as soon as we float the tender, you will receive the notification for that. That such and such tender is available.
Right.
So you can always come to us to indigenization department, not an issue. We will see what best we can help you out.
Fine, sir. Fine. Thank you. Thank you.
Hello, sir. Can you give your company name?
Mazagon Dock Shipyard.
We wanted to know the
Vijay Call company name.
The manufacturer's name who just now spoke to us.
Yeah, this is Ratnamani Metals and Tubes Limited.
Pardon?
Ratnamani, RATNAMANI.
Okay. Yes.
Metals and Tubes. I have put it in the chat box also, sir. You will find my name, Vijay Call, Ratnamani Metals and Tubes Limited.
Yes. Earlier we have taken quotations. I believe we have bought few pipes from you. Long back.
Our intent
From
of
Hindustan
saying is, sir, the problem is everybody gets from China and supplies. We are a manufacturer. That we have done the entire indigenization from raw material till the finished product. And the state of the art facilities what we have, you should see it. We compare best with the Europeans, and our process of manufacture is the same like Europeans, the Japanese, and the Americans do.
Yes. I will clarify you. If anyone who is importing now, there is a purchase procurement policy is there, no? Purchase preference.
Right, sir.
So you will definitely get purchase preference against item which is imported, and those kind of informations are being collected along with the bid. So your interest will be protected automatically by this policy. Okay, so you need not worry about that.
Right. Thank you so much.
We have 5 more minutes to conclude the session. If anybody, Harry, can please.
1 or 2 questions.
1 or 2 questions more we can answer.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Please go ahead. Others may please mute their mics, please. It's echoing. Yeah, please go ahead. You're not audible.
Hello.
You're not audible. Either speak on. Please closely with the mic.
Hello. Am I audible, sir? Hello.
Yeah, barely. But still, you can continue, please.
Am I audible, sir?
Still, it's audible. Please continue.
Okay. So I am DK Ghosh from Geeta Engineering, Thane. Good morning to all of you. My query is regarding the CPP shafting. Hello.
Yeah, please. Yeah, please continue.
As we have been supplying equipments for all naval requirements to all DPSUs more than 45 years, and we have been indigenizing all those equipment since inception. We have our new venture that we are into is basically indigenization of the CPP shafting. and we have given proposals also to various DPSUs. And we have also given budgetary offers for various forthcoming projects to all the DPSUs. Now, my query is this regarding this proposal, what you're giving for CPP shafting. Is it that necessary that we can design this particular CPP shafting on our own and submit it to you for your confirmation, or do we need to have some kind of established sources joining hands with us to prove their credentials?
Sir, we have already floated the UAE and concluded the UAE. I think you have lost the chance for the CPP. It will be, you have to decide, you can team up with the other suppliers, but the indigenization content should be more than 50%. That is what we have asked. And mainly the CPP, nobody, the controllable pitch propeller, nobody is making in India. I don't know how you are going to do this project. You can come to us, but already this UAE period is already over.
Is it possible to extend that further so that we can submit our proposal?
No, 12th April was the last date.
Acha.
We've already received responses from enough vendors.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, good afternoon, sir. My name is Funny from Tata Advanced Systems. Just in the presentation, this Goa Shipyard is talking about the Indigenization taken up for the night vision systems. It is any expression of interest is open for that, or now we have to approach? Hello.
I'm Bhartiya from Shipyard. You can contact us. We can see how to take it forward. There is no, no UI as such for this. For the requirement which we have put it on our website, so we have requirement. So we can, if you are interested, we can explore together to develop a site. You can contact
Thank
us.
you very much. Thank you, sir.
I think we should conclude the discussion. Any specific question regarding indigenization only? Any specific question if somebody has? General questions the people can directly approach the individual DPSs through email or contact points. If any specific questions on this indigenization project, you can just project right now, or we will wind up the session. Okay, now we'll I'll request Mr. Nabir with Mr. Ijaz Ahmed, Additional General Manager Indigenization, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Before we conclude the program, good morning to everybody. I, on behalf of Mazagon Dock Shipbuilders, Mumbai, Garden Ridge Shipbuilders and Engineers, Kolkata, Goa Shipyard, Goa, Hindustan Shipyard, Visakhapatnam, would like to thank Government of India, Ministry of Defence for mentoring Atmanirbhar Bharat program. My special thanks to JSDIP Shri Anurag Bajpai sir for his keynote speech and his entire team of Indigenization Division of Department of Defence Production for extending IT and administrative support to us and helping DPSUs in conducting this program. We are thankful to FICCI, CII and SIDM for providing wide publicity to the program. We are thankful to all the industry partners and vendors who spared valuable time from their busy schedule and attended this program and put up their question and answers. We are thankful to media for needed help. Last but not the least, thanks to the team of GRSE, GSL, HSL for their elaborative presentation on LRUs. At the end, we look forward to partner with firms in developing indigenously manufactured defense LRU items to make India Atmanirbhar. Thank you for being with us. Jai Hind.
Sir, also,
conclude
can you please share the contact names of the indigenous department heads, sir? Where we can find?
indigenization, madam.
Like
Yeah,
indigenous
on
department,
our
every.
if you go through our website, HSL's website, under Make in
Okay.
India window, you will find the nodal officers email ID, name, phone numbers, etc. You can always come back to us.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Yeah. Thank you very much, sir.
Now, with this, we come to the end of the program. We conclude. Thanks, everybody. Good day. Session is over.
Thank